So, you want to go on a cruise. And not just any cruise. You want to go on a Crown Princess Christmas vacation cruise to Hawaii with New Year's included. Oh yeah, 17 days out at sea. Well, I'm here to tell you about it. See, because it was fun. And I did enjoy it. However, these are 10 things I wish I knew before going on this cruise. So number 1 would be special dining reservations. Please, Jesus, make reservations when you go to dinner. Otherwise, you're gonna be waiting in line, you're gonna be hangry, and people are gonna start fighting you in line. We made reservations for the special dining every single time we went, and we had no issues getting in on time. And we did pass through a bunch of people who were like getting angrily, like, oh, these people were waiting in front of us, but like we were here first. You know what I mean? So like make dinner reservations. Trust me, it'll go so much more smoothly. And speaking of food, the vegan food and the dairy-free food on board. From my girlfriend's experience, she's vegan, I'm dairy-free, but I pretty much eat vegan anyways. I did have my worth of fish on board, but I will say, their desserts weren't the best. There were some desserts, but mostly it was like sherbets of that sort. It wasn't a feature point for the desserts for vegan or dairy-free. Main dining was fine, however, it was a lot of pasta for vegans, so just be aware that you're gonna be carb loading. And breakfast started getting very repetitive. So since there wasn't many options for us, after a week or so, it started repeating the whole breakfast situation, which was kind of like, you know, the oatmeal, the fruit, some cereal, but some cereal also had dairy in it. So again, it was challenging, I would say, you know, toast, things like that. For the most part, it was okay. We had to check if like the potatoes had butter in it and all that kind of stuff. However, it mostly got repetitive on this cruise. Again, it's 17 days. I mean, I feel like, you know, any cruise is gonna start getting repetitive after 17 days. The next point I want to hit is try everything on the cruise that is included. So go to those free shows, go play mini golf, you know, go do all of the activities that they give you, because why not? You're paying for it in retrospect anyways. Go out and, you know, experience what the cruise ship has to offer. They put on like daily events and activities, so get involved a little bit. Don't just be like a potato. Even though it is vacation, but still, I feel like, you know, getting involved in activities is good. Which leads me to my next point. If you're going on this cruise to Hawaii for 17 days and you're leaving out of San Francisco, it does not get warm until you actually hit Hawaii. At least the time that we went, it was very cold. So, you know, I think that you should bring a jacket or maybe 2, have layers. You know, I wish I did bring warmer clothes because it didn't really get warmer until we actually got there. So pool days weren't really a thing until actually in Hawaii. So the Crown Princess, we didn't really know what to expect because neither me or my partner have been on Princess Cruise Line. I will say that the ship that we went on, there were a lot of older people. I'm talking like gray hair, older people. There wasn't many kids at all. We were probably one of the youngest on the ship. So there's also that to look for. So a lot of the activities are catered towards the older people, the older audience. So like there's a lot of classes, there's science class and camera class and, different stuff like that. So it's catered towards more of the older audience princesses, I would say. With that being said, because we are on an older ship, there are, there's a library and there's like board games in the library. I would highly recommend bringing your own board games, because everyone takes them and just literally keeps them in the room. There's no returning it. So bring your own board games, especially if you're going on a older cruise ship who like to play games, not on technology. So just keep that in mind. If you're into board games or you want a deck of cards, bring it. Save yourself the hassle. Please. For our 17-day cruise, there are a lot of sea days. So it got very rocky. I don't know if it was the Pacific. I don't know if it was just the weather. I would say we had pretty good weather. There was like no rain or anything, but the sea was very choppy. I mean, everyone and their mama had like stickers behind their ears, and they were giving out free seasickness pills, which I got some, which were great. But yeah, so, just a heads up, if you do get a little bit of motion sickness, a 17-day cruise to Hawaii may not be for you. So let's talk about the holiday style, the holiday season. So I feel like they did as best as they could with Christmas. They did have like Santa, and like they gave out like the cruise ship teddy bears to kids Christmas morning, but the adults weren't allowed any, which, where's our Christmas present? They did the best they could. It still, for me, did not feel like Christmas, obviously, but they still had a lot of decorations. They had a huge tree in the center of the ship, and, decorations all around. And then for New Year's, they like hung up like streamers and stuff in the like cafeteria place. Then we had like a whole celebration on top of the deck in the middle of the ocean. It was kind of great. I did like New Year's. But Christmas was very, because I also didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't really call my family. We're on a ship with a bunch of strangers and it's Christmas. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a weird vibe. And I think if you go on it, you'll find out. But yeah, so I feel like they did the best they could with the holidays. I guess it's just kind of up to you and your interpretation how to take that. I will say that the app they have is very good. They have a princess app, and on this app, you can look at the daily activities. I actually think that the daily activities has more on the app versus the little paper that they give you. So always check the app. Also, if you're with another person or like a family, that is a good way to communicate. They had a texting app, and you can also see their location on board. So it's a great way to not use Wi-Fi, but you can still communicate with each other if you do decide to go off and do separate activities. And last but not least, what I will say about the cruise is, when it comes to excursions, since we were going to Hawaii and we were going to a bunch of different islands, there wasn't really a need to book an excursion because, every place that we went, it was pretty easily to walk to a town or a beach and, vibe. So we didn't really buy an excursion. We more so just did Ubers and walked everywhere that we went in Hawaii. And I will say that A 17-day cruise is honestly kind of amazing, right? Because you don't have any of the world outside forces at all, like on you. That pressure is just off. Except when you come back and you have like 59 different emails, text messages, work is, mad at you. It's hard after 17 days. That transition period is hard to get used to regular life again. But yeah, it's every vacation, honestly, that you take. It's kind of like that. There's always a transition period. But overall, I said I have a really good time on this cruise and aboard. Everyone was really nice. The staff was nice. The food was decent, as I said. And, Hawaii was great, obviously. It was just so amazing, so beautiful, and so relaxing as well. And to be there with my partner it was something special. So, but yeah, if you're, down for a little Christmas vacay to a beach, I would highly recommend this cruise. If you are younger, such as myself, in your 20s, and you're looking to, find people, I don't think this is the cruise for you. We've made friends with some old couples and things like that, but no young couples really that wasn't married. So, just a little something for you for that. But other than that, I had a great time as well as Haley. So we recommend it. And if you do decide to go to Hawaii on the 17-day cruise, good luck. You're gonna have fun, and also bring seasickness pills with you and warmer clothes. I have a Patreon down in the description below, so if you want to go support, you can. You can also become a member on my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to get early access to videos that come out every single day. So be prepared for that, and thank you so much for watching. It really means so much to me, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.